Yes.
Hi, everyone. This is Teresa from Honeymoon Islands. I'm the founder of Honeymoon Islands, and I'm welcoming you today to the recording. And today we have a special guest. Her name is Beth Walker. She's my account manager for Viking Cruises. Welcome, Beth.
Hi, Teresa. Thank you so much for having me today. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. Today, I'm going to be talking about exploring the river world of Viking. So glad everyone can tune in today, and I hope you learn a lot and this gets you excited to travel again. So I'm excited to start. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So when we're talking about Viking, I want to first go over the philosophy of Viking and what our promise is to our guests. So we are not everything to everyone. You know, we focus on English speaking, those with mature couples with curious minds and the interest of history, culture, geography. We're a very destination focused cruise line. So we get closer to iconic cities and quaint towns. We don't nickel and dime. We offer a very highly inclusive product. We like to pass along our savings to our guests. And we hire the best staff in the cruise industry with the highest retention rate year after year. And when we're talking about the Viking difference and what sets us apart, so, you know, we are destination focused again, culturally enriching, carefully curated. When it comes to for our onshore experiences, the Viking way of exploration offers behind the scenes insights and opportunities that set us apart from other travel companies. Our included shore excursions provide an overview of must-see culture and historic highlights with some delightful surprises. These expertly guided tours bring you closer to the art, architecture, history, and people that define the destination. So while we include the expected and iconic, such as visits to renowned museums and notable landmarks, we also go beyond and offering local life, working world, and our privileged access experiences, opening doors to places otherwise difficult to visit. And when we talk about small ship cruising, we really are the small ship experts. And Viking, again, takes you closer to the heart of the destination by docking right in the heart of the destination. You know, we have more than over 2 decades of expertise on the rivers. Our ships are elegant, intimate vessels with all the amenities of a fine hotel. They are innovative, ship design, it brings the outside in with the most alfresco dining on our Europe's rivers. And we own and operate our worldwide fleet to deliver our guests a seamless and consistent experience. And what is included in the Viking value? So we give guests everything that they need, plus the ability to customize. We give them one shore excursion that is led by a knowledgeable guide in every port. We give all onboard meals included. That's lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, and then of course they have their multiple choice dining venues all included as well. We include beer, wine, and soft drinks with lunch and dinner, complimentary. And then we have a beverage package for those that, you know, wish to purchase more beverages throughout their cruise. And then we also offer specialty coffees and tea that's available 24 hours. We have bottled water that's replenished daily, free Wi-Fi to remain connected to friends and family back home. We book nothing but first-class hotels for overnight stays during our cruise tour programs and pre- and post-cruise extension packages. We have an in-room informant system that features movies on demand. And then we also include all port charges and government taxes. So again, we don't like to nickel and dime. We include it all in the cruise fare for you. Now let's go ahead and jump into the river world of Viking. So we started in Russia, on the waterways of Russia, and you know we've expanded. So we are touching everything from the Nile River to the Mekong. You know, we have the Danube, the Rhine, the Main. We go to Portugal. So a lot of rivers for you to choose from. You know, it's just a great way to see the world through the river waterways of Europe. So we look forward to having everybody on board. And I'll go ahead and get into some of our most popular river cruises. For those of you who have not been with us before or never taken a river cruise before, or maybe for those of you who have but haven't experienced these other destinations. But I'll go over some of the most popular ones that we do sell with Viking. So our first most popular river cruise voyage would have to be our 8-day Rhine getaway. Our 8-day Rhine getaway, it goes from Amsterdam to Basel or vice versa. So it goes in either direction. So you can start in Amsterdam or end in Basel, or go in the reverse. So a lot to see here on the Rhine Getaway. You get 8 days, 6 guided tours included. You visit 4 countries, and we also offer overnights in Basel and Amsterdam, or you can extend your stay to Lucerne or Lake Como. So we do offer extensions on either end on most of our cruises, and most of our river cruises go in either direction. So you have the preference to choose what direction that you want to go. So the Rhine Getaway is a great tour for first timers. A Rhine River cruise takes you in the heart of Middle Europe, where you'll see castles, fairy tale villages, cultural centers that have long been witness to history. The river banks are brimming with historic treasures, natural beauty, and vibrant capitals. You can raise a glass of your Riesling to our acclaimed Rhine River cruises through Switzerland, Germany, and the Netherlands. See how the Rhine, the Main, and the Moselle River systems unfold to create a spellbinding display of storybook villages, Dutch windmills, German vineyards, and Gothic cities. So just a beautiful, beautiful, picturesque voyage on the Rhine. Another great 8-day itinerary that we offer is our romantic Danube. So our romantic Danube goes Budapest to Regensburg or vice versa. You get 5 guided tours and visit 3 countries. You do get overnights in Budapest, an overnight in Vienna, and an overnight in Regensburg on this one. So this one, is a little bit different. For those of you that are familiar with our romantic Danube, we used to start in Nuremberg, but we have now changed it to go to Regensburg to offer our guests more time in Vienna. Very popular one as well to visit the Danube. And you're going to see a lot of sites on this one as well. So this highlights the Danube. Here's a picture of the Danube River. So it unveils Europe's rich and dramatic history, glittering cultural capitals, lush vineyards, magnificent monasteries, and endless scenic splendor line the river's banks. Coursing through Germany, Austria, Hungary, and 7 other countries, all the way to the Black Sea. The Danube is the soul of the Central Europe. So you can go ahead and join us along these cultural rich banks, whose scenic vineyards, ancient monasteries, and elegant cities have inspired travelers for centuries. So here are some of the highlights. Also, you can visit while on the Danube with Viking, the enchanting Passau, where 3 rivers meet, lush vineyards of the Wachu Valley. So a lot of great picturesque things to see on the Danube as well. So the Rhine and the Danube are certainly 2 of the most popular rivers to see in Europe if you're a first timer, or if you just want to go back again. We have a lot of guests that go ahead and do these ones over and over again. They never get tired of it. It's just a beautiful, beautiful sight to see. And then we have, for those that can get away a little bit longer, we've got our 15-day Grand European Tour. This one goes Amsterdam to Budapest or vice versa. This one, you're going to see 4 countries. You're going to have 12 guided tours. This one, you get overnight in Budapest, an overnight in Vienna. You also visit Passau, Bamberg, Nuremberg, Regensburg. So a lot to see with this one. So a lot of guests that want to just go ahead and see it all in one shot, we'll go ahead and take this one. It's a great way to see everything all at once. You can also add extensions on either end as well. If you want to extend to Prague, you can do so, or maybe add a couple days in Budapest or a couple days in Amsterdam. So this one, you get the best of everything. You get the Rhine, the Main, and the Danube River. And here's a look at the Main River. So the Main River, seems to take its time on, seems to take its time through the route to the Rhine. It's twisting and arching its way at a leisurely pace through Germany's scenic landscapes. Throughout its past, it has served as a geographic and cultural divide, separating languages, cuisines, and religions. Today, this lazy waterway is a source of pride for all Germans, lived with picturesque, preserved forest land, spiraling vineyards, and some of the nation's most beloved cultural and historic landmarks. So a lot to see with the Grand European Tour. And all of these itineraries are open for for 2021 all the way up to 2022, and some are even being released to 2023. And of course, we visit a lot more destinations when it comes to our rivers in Europe. You know, we've got, you could visit the Elbe River on our Elegant Elbe, visit France on our France's Finest, or visit the Normandy beaches in our Paris in the Heart of Normandy itinerary. Portugal's also a great one. Or if you want to see the Christmas markets, you can go ahead and jump on board our Christmas along the Elbe, the Danube one, the Rhine, and the Romantic Danube, the Rhine Getaway, the Grand European Tour. Those will all visit Christmas markets as well if you do take it within the certain time frame that those markets are open. Russia, we got Waterways of the Tsars. That's where we started it all. China and Southeast Asia, we've got Undiscovered China from Shanghai to Beijing. Roof of the World is Beijing to Shanghai, plus Tibet. And then one of my personal favorites, Egypt, Pharaohs and Pyramids, 12 days round trip Cairo. So a lot of interesting, a lot of great destinations for you to choose from on the rivers. Of course, get in touch with Teresa for more information on inventory and pricing, and she'll definitely help you find the right river cruise for you. But let's go ahead and dive into our Longship and see what ships do sail the rivers. So we've got our Viking Longships. We've got about, I believe, 81 river ships right now. So that makes it the largest river cruise line in the world. And here's a look at what the Longships look like. So they're all identical. They all hold a guest capacity of 190. And there's no interior staterooms. So all exterior river-facing rooms, whether you get a half-height picture window, a full-size veranda, a two-room suite. So you're always gonna have that view from the outside, looking at no interior cabins. We get a lounge and a bar for you, an Akivy Terrace where you can enjoy some Alfresco dining, a sun deck with organic herb garden. And I'll go ahead and dive right into the ship to give you a little tour here. So as we walk into the ship, you know, you'll notice serene Scandinavian spaces. You know, our ships were thoughtfully designed to connect with the destinations. We have spacious staterooms designed for comfort and serenity. Light-filled spaces inspire and refresh our guests throughout their journey. It's quiet and comfortable. You know, all the amenities of fine hotel. We call it a floating hotel, right, on the river. So very, very beautiful, beautiful attention to detail, along with anything from the hand-wrapped stairwells to the full-size windows from floor to ceiling. You'll just notice every little, we put thought into every little detail when it comes to our rivers, our Longships on the rivers. Here we have our guest services. So here, you know, our guest services live on the rivers. They know everything to do, every place to see. So if you are the type of guest that wants to go out, you know, we do include those include excursions on every port. But if you're the type that wants to go out on your own and just, you know, go venture out, or maybe you have family in Europe you want to go see, here you'll connect with guest services. They will, you know, recommend places to eat on your own, or maybe set you up with some transportation to meet your family. So it's kind of like, it is your own vacation. You don't necessarily have to stay with Viking in our planned excursions if you don't want to, or maybe you want to do both. Do something with us and do something on your own. Guest services will be here to help you plan your day. Next, we have the Atrium. Here is where we'll meet for excursions. And notice all the natural light coming in. So we did this on purpose. So remember, Viking is Norwegian. And in Norway, there are a lot of dark months. So we purposely built our ships to allow the sunlight and natural light in. So you'll find floor to ceiling windows throughout the whole ship. Again, leather wrapped handrails on the stairways makes it really nice. And it's just a really comfortable, you know, place, a beautiful, serene place you feel when you're walking around. You know, it's not too fancy where you feel like you can't touch anything, but you just feel comfortable and feel relaxed. And it's just a really great experience. It's, you know, it's not huge like the ocean ships, but it's just the right amount of space for being on the rivers. Here we have the restaurant. Here is where all the main dining will take place. You know, we have regional cuisines that'll be served here, and of course, all American classics. You know, here's where you can enjoy some alfresco dining. We never want you to be too far from your destination. So we've got those large boasting windows for you from floor to ceiling. Here's where you can enjoy some breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've also got the Viking Lounge and the Viking Bar. So here's where all the main, we don't have a lot of entertainment on the rivers. Again, you're going to be in port pretty much all day. So on the rivers, here's where our guests will gather after a long day, talk about their discoveries in port, and we'll have a pianist and, do some port talks or enjoy a nightcap with your fellow travelers, and just take the time to mingle and make new friends on board here. Here's the lounge area. So wrapping around the bar is the lounge where you can enjoy and converse with fellow travelers. There you see the pianist. Some people will even start dancing in the middle of the floor there. So it's just a really great time for everybody to come together. Next, we have the Akivy Terrace, and here's where you can enjoy some Alfresco dining. As we get back to cruising, a lot, if you feel like guests, myself included, we're all going to feel a little bit more comfortable, maybe dining outside, and giving weather permitting, you're sailing on, a beautiful May afternoon, June, or even, in fall. You can enjoy some alfresco dining outside as you enjoy some scenic cruising. We've got some cashmere blankets on the back of the chairs for you if you want to just relax and take a nap, or grab a book from the library and just sit there out there and enjoy. So this is where you'll enjoy your alfresco dining on the Akivy Terrace. You can also enjoy some scenic cruising on the top of our sun deck as we're cruising along, passing the cities, whether it be during the daytime, or during that night where you can see the city lights go by. So here is the top of our sun deck. And this is also where our organic herb garden is as well, where our chefs will come up, pick some fresh herbs to dress up your dishes for lunch and dinner. Now let's go ahead and dive into our staterooms. So our stateroom, the Longships allow for more variety than any other ships. The fine art of detail from bed to bath, guests can enjoy king-size beds, multiple outlets including USB ports, double bathroom sinks, heated floors, generous storage, and premium toiletry. So our patented design allows for more choices, again, than overall experience in any other ship. So, our chairman, Torsten Hagen, he, lived and spent a lifetime living in hotels. So he knows, what he likes and what he doesn't like and what works and what doesn't. So he brought his innovative thinking to our river ships, anything from easy to read toiletries, easy to open toiletries. He really did optimize the minimum space that we do have on board with the cabins, where you don't even feel like you're really on a ship. It just gives you all the amenities of a really like a 4 or 5 star hotel. And starting with our lead-in cabin, this is our standard stateroom. Our standard stateroom offers 150 square feet. Again, no interior cabin, all exterior facing cabins with a river view. So there we have a half-height picture window. That window is not a window that you can open, but it does allow the light from inside. And if you're above 5 feet tall, you'll be able to see out that window. We call this the Swan's View cabin, because if there's a swan passing by him, most likely he'll be able to look inside your room. So it's about water level right underneath that window. Still a great room, offers you 150 square feet. You get a bed that can convert into a king, as you see there, or 2 separate twins. And you can request that at the time of booking or while on board. If you'd like to upgrade, we do offer the French balcony stateroom. The French balcony is at 135 square feet. Now this room offers you a full-size glass window that is floor to ceiling. Now there's no actual physical balcony that you can step out onto, but there is a handrail right there. This is a great room for first-time cruisers to enjoy the full view of the river from your stateroom as you're cruising, and you can allow the fresh air from outside. So this is also a great room as well. So the French balcony, and all the beds can be converted into 2 twins as well, or you can keep it as that one standard king. An upgrade from the French balcony would be our veranda stateroom. Let me go ahead and switch it here. Here we have our veranda stateroom. Now this one's going to offer you a little bit more room inside at 205 square feet. You get your now own private balcony. Now notice that wine bottle and 2 glasses outside on the balcony. I didn't mention this before, but I do want to mention it now. Viking doesn't do any corkage fees. So that means that you are allowed to bring beverages on board with you. Not a lot of other cruise lines do that, But if you're visiting these vineyards, these countries that have, are known for their vineyards and their wines, and you want to bring back, a case of wine, a bottle of wine, a beer import, go ahead and do so. Bring back your bottle of wine. We'll go ahead and open it for you, whether you want to enjoy it in your stateroom, you want to enjoy it at dinner, at the table, whatever the case. We're not going to have to hold it for you and give it to you at the end of your cruise. We'll let you enjoy it along your cruise. Bring as many beverages back on board with you as you'd like. This is our Veranda Stateroom. Does seat 2 chairs and a table outside, and does give you that extra space inside as well. Then we upgrade to our suites. We start at the Veranda Suite. This is 275 square feet. Viking was the first river cruise line to have a full 2-room suites on board the rivers. Here you have your little seating room area, plus you have your bedroom area. You got 2 42-inch flat screen TVs. Your balcony is a little bit bigger on the Veranda Suite as well. And this suite does offer you more amenities. This one you get complimentary Air Plus. So get in touch with Teresa and she'll be able to go over all the amenities with you for upgrading to a suite. But this is a nice room if you want the extra space inside and the extra balcony to relax on as well. And then we have the top, before we get to that, this is the Veranda Suite bathroom. So all the bathrooms are gonna look this similar. So again, they're all gonna be high pressure water in the showers. We've got, my personal favorite is the heated floors. I love the heated floors. There's nothing I can't stand than walking out of the shower into a cold floor, even with a towel on the ground, so, and if you're traveling, during Christmas market time, it's nice to have that heated floor because it's cold, right? So we got heated floors in all the bathrooms. We got anti-fog mirrors, for the ladies that need to go ahead and hurry up and finish and do their makeup, after they just showered, instead of waiting for that fog to disappear or wiping it down themselves. So anti-fog mirrors, the premium toiletries, it's just a really beautiful bathroom. And considering the way they used all the minimum space that they have, it's just great. I mean, I love our bathrooms on the rivers. Next, we have the Explorer Suite, and here's a look at the seating room. So we offer 2 Explorer Suites on all the Longships. We have, these rooms are located in the aft of the ship, and they offer you a wraparound veranda. So these rooms are 445 square feet. So we have a seating room and a bedroom area with the extra large balcony that wraps around outside. These rooms also come with amenities such as complimentary Air Plus, and also you get the Silver Spirits beverage package that'll cover all beverages outside of lunch and dinner that are included. So yeah, a lot more space here. So if you make friends on board, you want to invite them back to your Explorer Suite. Again, there's only 2 rooms available on all the Longships and the Explorer Suite category. So this is something that interests you. I encourage you to not wait to book because of the inventory. So go ahead and get in contact with Teresa for what's available if you're interested in an Explorer Suite on one of our Longships. And the Explorer Suite bathroom is the only one that's a little bit different. So here you have a, we kind of kept a European style with the window in the shower. I know what you're thinking, I'm going to take a shower. Everyone's going to be looking at me during the daytime. Not to worry, that window does fog up whenever the shower is running. So you won't have any looky-loos or be afraid of anybody looking at you in the shower. But it's kind of a neat touch that we added there, keeping it European style. And of course, the heated floors, anti-fog mirrors, and all the premium toiletries in this bathroom as well. Now let's go ahead and get into our most anticipated announcement yet on the rivers. So we have just announced that we will be traveling to Mississippi. We announced this in April of 2020, and we were very excited for this announcement. We are going to start sailing in 2022, and I will go ahead and start going over the itineraries in which we do sail the Mississippi. I'm very excited for the announcement of this product. So here we're going to have 5 itineraries. So Viking will travel from the lower Mississippi portion, where our Mississippi holiday season, the New Orleans and Southern Charms, and the Heart of Delta itineraries are focused, to the northern stretches of the Mississippi River, where our America's Heartland itinerary and America's Great River itineraries reach. And as you can see there are dates there that we do travel. So in December to January, we'll do the lower Mississippi with New Orleans and Southern Charms and so forth. That America's Great River, that's a really popular one so far. And these are going to start sailing in 2022. So we don't have a lot of inventory for that 15-day one. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you get in touch with Teresa today, because the inventory is very low, but it's a great one. It's a great itinerary to see both the upper and the lower Mississippi at once. And here I'll get into the more day by day of the 15 days. So this is all the ports that we do hit, whether you take an 8-day or the 15-day that visits them all. But this America's Great River is, we'll give you 11 guided tours, and it visits 7 states. You'll see the St. Paul, Minnesota, Red Wing, Minnesota, where the Red Wings shoe factory is. You'll see Quad Cities, Burlington, Hannibal, Missouri. You'll do some scenic cruising in the lower Mississippi, Memphis, Tennessee. We visit Elvis Presley's estate, Vicksburg, Baton Rouge, and New Orleans. So this is a great one to see everything all at once. And then we also just announced the newest Mississippi holiday season. So this one is going to be New Orleans to Memphis. It's 5 guided tours. It visits 3 states. So you go from New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Natchez, Mississippi, Vicksburg, and then you have 2 overnights in Memphis, Tennessee. So this one's mainly dedicated to Memphis. And then what we did for the Mississippi holiday, and this is going to be sailing in December of 2022. And I do believe we have some inventory for 2023 as well open. But here's some highlights that you will see with the Mississippi holiday season. So you'll savor the holidays in the Old South, discover the history and charm of the lower Mississippi, discover Memphis, complete with exclusive privileged access to Graceland. And then it's all going to be decorated for Christmas. So it's a really beautiful sight to see. And you get to see Graceland like no other. You'll marvel at Christmas light displays and decorated historic homes in Natchez and Baton Rouge, savor Cajun cuisine, and shop for festive treasures in New Orleans. And then we'll do a lot of onboard festivities as well that include a celebratory regional dining, seasonal treats, and more to celebrate the holidays. So we always do something special on board when you're traveling during the holidays, whether it be the Christmas markets or in this case, in Memphis. So here's a look at the optional tour that you can take on this cruise. And this is called the Holiday in Graceland. This is about a 5-hour shore excursion. This one is labeled as our privileged access. So a lot of sightseeing here. So you'll get to explore Elvis Presley's Graceland during this Viking guest only visit. So this is exclusive to our Viking guests. Here you'll enjoy unforgettable evening at Elvis's iconic mansion. You'll witness some holiday lights and festive decorations, discover this memorable filled home and be immersed in his rock and roll world. You'll indulge in a private after hours visit exclusively for Viking guests. So you're witnessing the mansion's highlights, the living room's 15-foot couch, as you see there on the right-hand side. And then a famed jungle room and the paisley-covered pool room. You'll delight in the mansion's Christmas decorations presented as originally displayed by Elvis himself, including hundreds of blue lights along the driveway and Presley's family Christmas artifacts. Following the mansion tour, you'll explore the complex's connecting venues and exhibits, including Presley Cycles, Archie's Experience, and then Private Presley, Elvis in the Army exhibit, Elvis Entertainer Career Museum, and a lot more. So this is a great tour to take if you are an Elvis fan, which I'm sure everybody kind of is, right? So, and then here is a look at the beautiful Mississippi, the arch here in St. Louis. And here I want to go ahead and show you the look of the ship next. So this is the Viking Mississippi. We are currently in the process of building the Viking Mississippi. She will be ready to set sail in 2022. This ship holds a guest capacity of 386. The best way to describe this ship is if our Viking longship that sails on the rivers of Europe and our Viking ocean ship came together and had a baby, this is what it would be. So it will offer the same Scandinavian design and comfort of the Viking longship and ocean ship, but with purpose-built spaces designed exclusively for this ship. Here you're going to see the restaurant, living room, and our penthouse junior suite stateroom. And then we're also going to be highlighting each of these spaces in a little bit more detail as I go a little bit further into the slides here. So let's go ahead and dive right into the ship so you can take a closer look. Here we got the reception area. So this, this whole ship was inspired by life along the river. Our reception space and several other public spaces aboard the Mississippi draw inspiration, again, from life along the river. We have exerted a portion of Mark Twain's famous The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn novel as the backing of our 5-deck staircase and leading entry space into the vessel. So if you'd like, you can actually stand on that second deck right there and just go ahead and start reading from the top upper left-hand corner all the way down to the bottom right for a little portion of the novel there. So again, the attention to detail that we do is just incredible, really remarkable. Next, we have the restaurant. So again, the restaurant, like familiar on the rivers in Europe, the restaurant will bring the best of oceans and rivers, culinary concepts to the Mississippi. It'll feature an open kitchen concept that provides guests the enjoyment of buffet-style dining in the morning with live cooking stations to an elegant seated dining experience in the evening. Next, we have the living room. Now, this is going to be our main gathering and enrichment space. It has been designed for main gathering and enrichment space for our guests throughout their journey. Here we'll feature unique cultural and enrichment programming at each port, and guests can gather to enjoy 24/7 coffee and snacks. So here is again where you'll get together and kind of mingle with fellow travelers, talk about your day, or talk before your day or after. Here's the Akivy Terrace where you can enjoy some Alfresco on the Mississippi River. Here we'll have some casual fine dining. It's truly a unique, this is going to be the Akivy Terrace is located on deck 5, and you'll have kind of an indoor-outdoor kind of feel here. Guests can enjoy destination-focused dishes and features to many of the classic dishes found on our oceans and river vessels. So a lot of alfresco option dining to choose from on board all of our ships on the river, on any river that you choose. Here's our River Cafe. Now, River Cafe is truly a unique spot along aboard the Mississippi. So it was designed to flow seamless indoor to outdoor on deck 5 as well. So it kind of flows through our Akivy Terrace to our Sun Terrace and then our Infinity Plunge Pool. Again, you can enjoy some alfresco here. This will seat up to 100 people and up to 150 when we expand with our outdoor seating on sailings that feature comfortable temperatures. So just, look at the design. We really did modernize the Mississippi River. We're still keeping it, close to the destination with the regional barbecue that we will be having on board. It just provides you a comfortable indoor-outdoor culinary experience. So I encourage you to eat outside, giving you a nice day. Why not, right? Your destination is your dining room in this case. Just a beautiful ship, this way it was created. I can't wait to see it myself, and we look forward to having you on board with us here as well. And similar to the ocean ships, we've also incorporated the Explorer's Lounge on our Viking Mississippi. So it's truly the destination for our guests to relax, unwind, and appreciate the gorgeous scenery of the Mississippi River. The Explorer's Lounge is located centrally within the 2-story panoramic, it is located in the aft of the ship, but located centrally in the Explorer's Lounge is our Explorer's Bar. So it offers guests a tranquil spot for evening cap or an enriching day at port. So again, just a great place to enjoy some scenic cruising, whether during the day or at night, and just relax with fellow travelers. Next, we have our Infinity Plunge Pool. This is our glass-backed plunge pool that offers our guests a chance to unwind and dip their feet into relaxing waters, while enjoying the views of the Mississippi River. So we do have a pool on board the Mississippi for you. Next, we have the bow. Now, for guests wishing for truly up close and upfront views of the river and each of the 15 ports we'll be visiting, the bow is their destination. It's located directly in front of the Explorers Lounge. The bow offers guests a captain's view of the river and access to our 360-degree walking path. So this is a nice place to relax as well and enjoy some scenic cruising on board. And then I'll go ahead and get into just the staterooms here, just to give you a quick overview. So our staterooms, the Mississippi staterooms are the same design as our ocean staterooms. So, you know, with the exception of 2 new stateroom categories, every stateroom is going to feature either a veranda or a French balcony. So you get a choice, you know, again, the French balcony gives you that full sliding window from floor to ceiling with a handrail right outside, or you can get your own balcony by booking into a veranda. And then our exterior facing stateroom layout designed with the highest attention to detail. We also have our suites as well. So go ahead and get in touch with Teresa for the right cabin for you. If you want more information or more pictures on the cabins themselves, Teresa will definitely direct you to the right spots so she can show those to you. But here's just a quick overview of the staterooms on the Mississippi. So we definitely can't wait for this ship to come out. And who knows, we might be building another one soon enough, but we're going to go ahead and start sailing in 2022. And this is all open and ready for you guys to book now. So with that being said, you know, with the newest announcements of our Mississippi and actually our expedition announcements that we came out with in early 2020, Viking is now hitting 7 continents, 95 countries, 403 ports, 5 oceans, 20 rivers, 5 Great Lakes. That means that we touch more water than any other cruise line in the world. So whether you know exactly where you want to go or you're not sure, you know, kind of want just Teresa to choose it for you. You know, we have a lot of destinations for you to choose from. So get in touch with her. She'd be happy to go over then find the right cruise for you. Or if you're already set on a destination, she'll find the right cruise ship, the right date, the right itinerary. But she's a wealth of knowledge and she's happy to serve you and get you booked on board a Viking cruise. And before we end here, I do want to go over just some key notes here when we do return to sailing, because I know it's on everybody's mind about what Viking and what cruise lines will be doing as we go back on board amid the pandemic. So we did start our health and safety program. And here is just some highlights I'd like to go over with you. So you are aware, Viking is the cruise industry's leader in health and safety. You know, our priority always has been and always will be to ensure the safety and well-being of all of our guests and our crew, both on board and on shore. This program is going to include the most effective methods, especially a PCR testing. So we are going to be doing some PCR testing. On the ocean ships, we've got full PCR labs to do testing daily on board. And then we have a network of dedicated shoreside labs for the rivers, so we can do testing for the river cruising. So this PCR testing is the most effective for minimizing the risk of infection and slowing the spread of COVID and other illnesses. This program and testing will often exceed local requirements from governments around the world. Our health and safety protocols are going to enhance every step of your journey, from pre-embarkation to embarkation to all onboard and onshore experiences. And then as time goes on, of course, we are going to be reevaluating, updating our policies and protocols, because as we all know, things can change overnight, especially within a week and months. So for more up-to-date information on our health and safety program, get in touch with Teresa. She'd be happy to give you the latest information of what Viking is going to be doing on board. Or if you have any more specific questions about what we're going to be doing, definitely let her know. And then she will provide you with all the necessary information, so that we're definitely going to be a safe time for cruising. We're not going to get back out there unless we can deliver the meaningful cruising that you expect from Viking. So, you know, hope all goes well. We'll be back out on the waters very, very soon. And if you haven't heard already, you know, a great way that we've been staying connected with everybody right now is through our Viking.tv. So, you know, the world is an amazing place with remarkable treasures on every continent. And at Viking, our enriching cultural content through Viking.tv enables us to explore and enjoy the world together from the comfort of our homes. So on Viking.tv, we are delivering enriching digital experiences daily. From engaging conversations to inspiring presentations, we look forward to coming together weekly for different enlightening discussions among friends. So if you haven't tuned in already, go make sure you tune into Viking.tv. You can watch past recordings, live recordings, something new and exciting for you every day. And just a quick reminder here about our risk-free guarantee. So if you book now all the way up until April 30th, you will be covered under our risk-free guaranteed promotion, which means that you have up until 14 days prior to your departure to change your cruise date. And we're gonna go ahead and waive all change fees. So we've never done this before. We started this at the beginning of the pandemic. I don't believe it's gonna go on past April 30th. So now is really the time to book. You know, not only are we seeing more positive signs that we'll be back out there, but you will be covered under our risk-free. So if something happens and you need to change your date, you're going to go ahead and be covered up to 14 days prior. So it gives you the ultimate flexibility to change your cruise date. We give you 24 months to select a new cruise date, and it is combinable with all other Viking offers. So great time to book is now. I can't stress that enough. And if you want more information, you have any further questions, you know, go ahead and get in touch with Teresa at Honeymoon Islands. Here is her contact information. You can visit her website at honeymoonislands.com, or she's got her phone number, direct phone number right there, and also her direct email. So again, she's a wealth of knowledge of Viking. She'd be happy to answer any questions that you have and go ahead and get you booked on your next cruise vacation. But we do look forward to welcoming you on board with us soon. And thank you so much for hanging with us today. And Teresa, did you want to go ahead and add anything else before we leave?
Sure, Beth. Thank you so much for that webinar. I am so excited. You know, Europe is one of my favorite places on planet Earth, and I can't wait to go back.
Yes.
But what I'm so thrilled about is learning about the new ship that you're going to have on the Mississippi River, because I've been in the travel industry for over 40 years. And this is a long time coming. We have needed such a luxury river cruise here in America. And I'm so thrilled to learn that you guys are starting in 2022. So if anything out there speaks to you and you want to learn more about it, please reach out to me and I will help you get started. But I appreciate you spending your 45 minutes of your day with us. And thank you, Beth, for the information. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.